We have a home at 225 Sainsbury Place.
Bring it.
We have automobiles.
Bring it.
I have golf clubs.
Bring it.
We have a trampoline.
Bring it.
I have jewelry.
Bring it.
For all your home,
Auto,
life,
all your insurance needs, give us a call at 919-774-4440.
come see us in person. 1720 West Edward Drive in Sanford, right beside Dexter Steakhouse.
North Carolina Farm Bureau is a proud sponsor of
Scholar Athlete of the Week Award.
The Zaxby's Coaches Show, brought to you by Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction, Farm Bureau Insurance, and Zaxby's Friends, Family, Flavor. With your host, Chris Delambert, only on the NFHS Network, brought to you by New Image Media.
Welcome to the Zaxby's Coaches Show. Week 3 is in the books. I'm Chris Delambert, and I'm joined, first-time host with me, Chris Cunningham from Pinehurst Toyota. How are you, sir?
Thank you, Chris. I'm doing great. Thank you.
Welcome to the family. We've been doing this for a very long time, but you guys are on board as a first-year sponsor this year, and I want to cut straight to the chase. You are the finance manager.
I am the finance manager.
What's it going to take to get me in that Bentley behind us?
It's gonna take a bunch of money or a pretty big loan on the Bentley. But I'll tell you what.
You're breaking my heart.
We have the number one selling SUV in America, which is the RAV4.
I didn't realize.
And we have a special on the RAV4 and the number one selling sedan in the United States.
Is that the Camry? All right, that's been number one for a while, right?
I'll tell you what, we've got a 1.9 finance or $279 lease on both of those cars.
So the 1.9% interest.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me how.
So
what do I have to do?
So 1.9 up to 36 months, and then it goes up just slightly from there. But you're just come on in. That's what you need to do. Come on in. You said the number one selling SUV, the number one selling sedan in the United States right now. And I'll tell you what, they're going quick, and they're going like they've never gone before.
All right, we keep reading about supply chain issues and things of that nature. What's your inventory look like here? Can I come out on the lot and pick one? Do I need to go online? How does it work?
I'll tell you what, it used to be you could come in and just pick out the color, right? Now you're going to come in, you're still going to pick out your color, but you might be waiting a week or two, a couple of weeks for your car. But if you don't get in line, you're not going to get it.
Wow. Do you see that changing any time in the future, or is that the new normal?
Yeah, we're not seeing a whole lot that looks like it's changing that right now. But I think if people have really adapted to, I'd hate to think of it as the new normal, but we've seen people have really adapted to it, and it's I don't think it's taken anything from the shopping experience at all.
Okay.
People are still choosing their car. They're still thrilled to get their car, and and we're here 7 days a week in the sales department here. We're open 9 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Saturday. We open 12 o'clock on Sunday as well. So for those people who can't get here during the week, we have weekend hours, and we'd love to see you.
All right, so if I'm coming out on a lot and understanding that there may be a delay where I pick the vehicle and it's shipped to me, at what point do you get involved in the finance department to make sure that everything's in order? Do we do that before I start looking, or do I find what I want first? How does it work sequentially?
Well, besides the special financing that we have through Toyota or through a Hyundai store, we have 24 banks and 7 credit unions that we work with to find the absolute best, the best financing options for our customers.
Okay. All right. The best-selling SUV in the country and the best-selling sedan. What's next for Toyota?
How can you beat that?
What's left for y'all to take over?
I'll tell you what. We've got, our trucks hold value unlike anything out there. Some of the top, residual retaining trucks in the United States are the Tacoma and the Tundra. So it's, we have a great lineup.
All right, very good. On the sort of electric and hybrid front, where's Toyota with that?
We're getting there. We're getting there. We're not seeing as much of the electric down this way as you might see up in Raleigh. So we're not seeing as much of a demand for the electric vehicles yet.
Okay.
But I'll tell you what, the hybrids, with the gas prices being as they are, the hybrids have been really, really popular, as you can imagine.
And what vehicles do you offer a hybrid version of?
So we have the hybrid in several vehicles, but the RAV4 and the Camry, of course, are going to be your most popular options in that.
Okay, fantastic. Anything you'd like to add?
Come on down. Looking forward to seeing you.
All right, you set the bar high for first time out of the gate, man. You held yourself well. You did
Super.
Did all right.
Appreciate it.
A
Thanks, Chris.
natural. Thank you. Bye now. Yep. Bye-bye.
Buy your next new or used car the way you want to buy with the Pinehurst Toyota Smart Buy program. Visit PinehurstToyota.com and choose or build the vehicle you want. Try the Pinehurst Toyota Smart Buy. It's the easiest way to buy your next new or used car.
Legal matters involving the family can be emotionally draining, complex, and difficult for all involved. Call the highly skilled attorneys at King Law Firm today. The call is free, the consultation is free, the advice is priceless. King Law Firm. We fight to make it right.
All right, welcome back to the Zaxby Coaches Show here in Moore County, on site at Pinehurst Toyota. New digs here. This is a cool place.
I know, right? We've got the family behind us. I just want to
The
make sure we get a
Bentley's
shot of it.
behind us. Around the corner, it's like a hotel lobby with a restaurant back there. It's amazing.
Very homey.
I'm impressed. I'm
I am
impressed,
too, man.
Pinehurst Toyota. Hector, Regional Marketing Director for Zaxby's. How many stores do you guys have right now?
11, but as the year's going to go, I believe it's going to be 1 per year, so we'll see how that goes.
I love that you can answer that first time out, because there have been times I ask
Yeah, I
you,
know.
I don't
It's been a long time
a
coming,
lot.
but, there's a lot of things going on within the corporate world, and I think those changes are going to be good at the end. It's going to be a lot at the beginning, but, at the end it's going to work out for
All
everyone.
right, so 11 stores, and what's the farthest store from where we sit right now?
It's either the one in Charlotte, we have 2 in Charlotte, or the one all the way, my favorite, near the beach, which is in Whiteville. Love that store.
Yeah, if you need my help with one, send me to Whiteville.
I'll
take
make
care
sure.
of it for you.
Yeah.
All right, very good. So you told me you're running a 5K this weekend.
Yes, I am. Yeah, it's for Victory Junction, and we're excited. I don't know. I think I mentioned it last time we were here. It's still registration is still open. So if you're wanting to sign up and run a 5K, and if you're ready for it, I say go for it. It's for a great cause.
All right, very good. The signature sandwich. That's
Yes.
everything I see related to Zaxby's right
Yeah,
now.
it is, really.
Is focused in that. People digging it.
Oh, yeah. Jeez, I mean, God, I think there was a time where I think we were running out of the sandwiches at most of our stores, and we were like, sorry, guys, we're running out of supplies. I don't really know what to tell you.
How do people react when you tell them we're out of the sandwich?
You get some that say, well, okay, and then you get some that get really mad, and then you get some that are just like, well, could I get it free next time I'm back? So,
I like that. I like the hustle.
Yeah, there you go.
I like it.
The hustle's good.
All right. Well, if you're in a Zaxby's and you see Hector, he's the marketing guy. He doesn't handle supply. He doesn't handle logistics, so it's not his fault. So if you're gonna be upset with somebody, don't let it be Hector. Thanks as always to Zaxby's and their support for our coverage of high school football throughout the region. I always want to give you an opportunity to talk about catering, because I don't think people think about that, but man, there's not much better for a party than a platter of chicken tenders from Zaxby's,
especially
right?
now that football season's coming up.
Yes, sir.
I got it. My boss actually, he loves to order platters whenever he's back at home. And Athens is where Zaxby started, and that's where he actually lives. So whenever he's around, he's still eating Zaxby, even though he's far away from here.
That's wild. That's wild. So for game day, whether it be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, depending upon what level of football you're most interested in, Zaxby's will hook you up with a platter. You can go through their site and do catering, or you guys are available via DoorDash, Uber Eats, Postmates.
And then mobile orders if you download the Zaxby's app.
So all of that. There really isn't a way you can go wrong.
Yeah,
right?
I know. I mean, you order a platter through the Zaxby's app, that's quite a bit of points there for you.
And got to tell you that on behalf of my significant other, I found out the other day one of your biggest competitors not available for any type of delivery.
See, there you go.
Just saying. Just saying, get on your game, because Zaxby's is doing their thing. If you need some chicken at the house, if you're out and about wherever, you can't go wrong with Zaxby's. Thank you for your support. Anything you'd like to add, sir?
Other than that, be on the lookout. I know next week we're going to be running some promotions. I can't say anything yet, but it should be fun. I can't.
You can tell me off air, though,
I'll tell you off air.
Good looking out. All right, I'm Chris. This is Hector. We'll see you on the other side of the break. with some football players and a coach from Union Pines High School.
Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction. From concept to design, constructed to fit your lifestyle. We use only top quality finishes to make our house your home. Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction. The Sand Hills residential and commercial builder of choice.
We took our signature sandwich and pumped up the bass. With bacon and cheese, it's the new Signature Club, remixed by Zaxby.
All right, welcome back to the Zaxby's Coaches Show and its namesake. Coach Jason Trousdale from Union Pines is here with me. We get to talk about football for as long as you want to, Coach. Isn't that exciting?
That is good.
All right, before we talk about the Union Pines game, I want to comment on, the help that you provided in the booth on Friday night. Since you played a Thursday night game, you were able to come do some scouting and hang out with us Friday night as Lee County hosted South Granville. And what was it like on a Friday night to be off to watch somebody else play football? Because that doesn't happen to you very often, does it?
No, I mean, it was great, to be honest with you. There's a lot less stress up in the booth than there is on the field. I had a good time with you guys and, got to talk a little bit about football. Always is a good thing.
Well, we appreciate you swinging by. Thursday night, Nate Cochran and I were on hand on campus at Union Pines and had a blast out there. Little rocky start for your Vikings, and we got a little tense, so I know you were really tensed out on the sideline. This is a game, it was a big game for you, an interconference matchup with Western Harnett, and Western Harnett came in with one big explosive offensive weapon. Job one all week had to be focused on stopping him, number 3, and shortly after kickoff, he went for 82 yards and a touchdown on you. What was the reaction like on the sideline amongst you guys?
Well, as far as the staff goes, I think everybody was calm. It was just 7-0. It was early in the game. I didn't detect any nervousness from the players. I had to walk away because I was obviously a little bit upset about what was going on. The good thing about football is when that happens early on, you got a lot of time to make up. And our offense did a really good job. I think it was 3 plays later. We were on a boot to Ortega, who's standing over there. Ben threw a perfect football to him. He caught it and he could have walked in the end zone. But as far as that goes, I mean, we knew we could put up a bunch of points last week. So we were more upset that we allowed them to score than anything else early on like that, because we thought we could just dominate the game and potentially have a shutout.
Well, moving on past that, I mean, you ran off 40 straight unanswered points. Early in the game, the offense kind of ran through Ethan Biggs, which a lot of people would have expected from the outside looking in. But around halftime, he went out, and you got some production from maybe some, I don't know, non-traditional or unexpected places. But Brandon Ortega had a huge game, 3 touchdowns, 2 in the passing game. Out of there. Is there anything more exciting than a punt return for a touchdown on a football field?
Maybe a block punt for a touchdown.
Okay, very fair enough.
mean, the fact of the matter is, I watched the end zone view of it, and our defensive end actually could have blocked it, and he kind of went away from it, and then that forced the punter to kick it low, and that thing hopped, and Brendan did a really good job scooping that thing up and taking off.
Yeah, it looked like he was at a full sprint when he picked it up, which is always a little, dangerous.
It is a little nerve-wracking. That's something that I'd have done in my day back 20 years ago. So when he did that and he took off, I was like, all right. And then I knew when he did the zigzag and that he got out in front of their fast guys that he had a chance to score. So, I mean, that was a really, really good play for us. I mean, he was phenomenal throughout offense, defense, and special teams. He's done well for us. He's done everything that we've asked him to do and then some. So really happy he's on our football team, I can tell you that much.
All right, in the first half, the primary function of the offense looked to be, let's get the ball into Biggs' hands He's an explosive playmaker. But when he went out, there really wasn't any drop-off in production. Talk about the guys that got those touches that he might have gotten otherwise.
Yeah, so I'll mention Ethan. That is as good, and I told him that yesterday. That's as hard of a run, like throughout that first half, that I've seen him do. So that's really good news for us. The fact that he was sick and he came out of the game, and we were able to see another guy named Holden Thomas coming, and we call him the Jet. I don't know who made that name out, but it's a pretty good name. He did really well. I think he totaled the rock 15 times for 79, and Ethan had over 80-some in the half. So we were able to run the football very well. I thought our offensive line did a pretty good job blocking up front, which, it was a struggle week 2. We got back to the way we did in week 1. We got under center, and we force-fed our backs. They did a really good job of that. And, one thing that we really do well this year that, I've been at Union Pines since 2019, our offensive receivers, they do a heck of a job blocking on the perimeter. And if we can continue to do that, we're going to be in every football game we play.
Well, in years gone by, Western Harnett might not have been as impressive a win as it was this year. I was impressed with Western Harnett and where they've come in the last year or two. It's a good football team, and they're that close to getting it solved on offense. I think they've got to do a couple more things well, but they're bigger than they've been in the past.
Yes.
They got playmakers on both sides of the football. I was impressed with what I saw from Western Harnett, and I think that it took you guys a little while to get untracked on both sides of the ball, but on offense in particular, once you did that, you kind of asserted yourself. And I'll be honest with you, that might have been as impressive a performance as I've seen from a Union Pines team in 3 or 4 years. What do you think about that, David?
I mean, it's a nice statement. The good thing about what you just said is we're going to get better. And the kids believe that too, because, we did well, but there's a lot to clean up yet. And I think, obviously we have a really big game this week against St. Paul's, but the games continue to get better. They get bigger. Obviously after that we got Lee County, and they're a top team in the state for years and years and years. But yes, I appreciate the statement, Chris, but our guys know that we need to continue to get better if we're going to have a chance.
So specifically this past weekend, the Thursday night game, I say this weekend's, the Thursday night's game, where do you see some areas that you expect improvement on in the next week or two?
Well, I think specifically offensively, we want to get a sense of urgency. We got to be able to move a little bit faster sometimes. I think sometimes, we might take a little bit longer to get lined up, just things of that nature. So we're working on that this week in practice. We're also, tweaking things a little bit, but we're sticking to what we got offensively. We like what we're doing. We're slowly progressing, getting better each week, and hopefully that'll continue this week.
Okay, what challenges does St. Paul's pose on Friday night? First of all, it's a long drive.
For one, it is a long drive, so we got to get off the bus, so to speak. The reality is those teams that have to travel over an hour, you got to get off the bus and you got to be prepared, because if you get behind a couple scores, it could be lights out for you. So that's going to be crucial for us. We got to get off the bus. We got to do well with that. We got to be focused, laser focused. Camarion Baldwin, their tailback, was offered James Madison, I think, last week. He is as good as they get. He is, 5'9", 215. He runs a legit 4.4, 4.5, and he will run around you. He will run over you. We have to get hats to the football defensively, and we have to keep the ball away from them on offense. And if we do that, we have a chance to win the football game. That'll put us at 3-1 if we can do it, and maybe we'll get a little bit of respect, because right now we're 2-1. That's who we are, and if we go down there and win that football game, I think that we tell people we're a good football team.
All right, I agree with you. All right, Coach, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to give out some hardware. So get your speech ready.
All right.
I'm Chris Delambert. This is Coach Jason Trousdale. You're watching the Zaxby's Coaches Show live from Pinehurst Toyota right here in the middle of Moore County. We will see you on the other side of the break.
Jen Ritchie and her staff at Everything Pines can show you all the Southern Pines, Pinehurst, Aberdeen, and Bass have to offer. A trusted real estate professional with over a decade of experience. Each client receives a customized marketing plan featuring professional photography, drone footage, and floor plans designed just for them. For more information, go to everythingpinespartners.com. check out one of the hundreds of reviews. Everything Pines, showcasing the Sand Hills.
All right, welcome back to the Zaxby's Coaches Show. I'm joined by two outstanding football players to receive the Legacy Construction Players of the Week trophies. Coach, who'd you bring with you?
I brought Ben Finkelstein, our quarterback, and Brody Tranel, our linebacker safety.
All right, hard to argue with those two choices. Ben, let's start with you. This is your third year at the quarterback position, your second year as a full-time starter. How has the game changed for you over the course of the 3 years at that position getting reps?
For me, it's just been getting more comfortable and confident. You know, the more I play, the more comfortable and confident I'm able to get. The more, I guess, the game slows down for me.
What do you think? What would if I asked you cold? What would you tell me the best part of your game is?
My ability to extend the play, make plays with my feet.
All right, and where do you still have the most room for improvement?
I'd say just overall accuracy and anticipation.
Okay. So talk about the first touchdown pass on Thursday night to Ortega, where you almost had two receivers running wide open to choose from. Did you see something on tape that led you to believe that you guys might be able to exploit Western Harness defense with that design?
Well, actually on that play, I thought I was going to be able to hit the drag this week, but when we ran it out of the two receiver to the play side formation, and the post rubbed off the safety to leave the corner wide open. I had 2 touchdowns on that.
That's astute analysis right there, Coach.
He's very good.
He needs to come up in the booth next time you're off on a Friday night.
Very intelligent young man.
That's all right there. All right, well, congratulations. This is the Legacy Construction Offensive Player of the Week Award and a $25 gift card from Zaxby's. It's well earned. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mr. Tranel, we talked about you all Thursday evening. You just seem to have a nose for the ball in coverage.
Yes, sir.
The ability to cut and get in front of the receiver's face without making contact, is that something you've always been able to do, or is that something you've been coached up on?
Something I've definitely been coached up on to do.
All right. I'll ask the same questions. What do you think the strength of your game is?
The defense is mainly seniors, so we've been together for 4 years now. So we kind of know how to play together and work as a family and team.
All right. And what do you think you personally have the most to work on as the rest of the year winds on?
I got to get better at run defense, being more aggressive.
Okay. Coach, any last word for these gentlemen?
Well, yeah, I just, talk about Ben. He was 5 of 6 in the air with the 3 touchdown passes. He does an awesome job. He also is our short snapper on the PATs, field goals. Long snapper for punts, goes down and covers and tackles people there.
Really? He's long snapper on punts.
He is
I didn't
a
pick that out.
tremendous
That's
long snapper.
That's something I'm not going to see again this year.
He could earn a scholarship. He does it that well.
Wow.
So, he's just an athlete. As far as Brody goes, he's been so close to getting interceptions. He is always in the passing lane. He's literally a step away from not only picking the ball, but taking the thing to the house. He's right. We're senior-led. We line up really well. I think we pursued the ball really well, and he's one of those guys that does that really good, and he is, really a good kid, more importantly. So.
All right, you asked both these guys what their GPA was before we came back from break. You want to share that?
Yeah, so both Ben and Brody both have a 4.4 GPA, which is off the charts.
I don't know for certain what your GPA in high school was, but I can say with confidence
let's not talk about
that if they combined my high school GPA and yours, that those two together would not be 4.3. I think we'd fall short.
You might be correct on that.
All right. Here is the Defensive Player of the Year trophy brought to you by Legacy Construction and a $25 gift card. I don't want to reach across you, Coach, so if you want to present that.
There you go. Well, that's pretty nice.
And a $25 gift card from Zaxby's. That's a couple meals worth right there. Well earned, and I'm sure that these are the first of a couple the rest of the year. Coach, any last words for these guys?
No, I'm just really fortunate to have two young men that are bought into the process, do a really good job of being family, being team, and that's why a big part of why we're successful these last couple games.
All right, 3-1 after Friday, right, guys?
Yes, sir.
All right, fantastic. Best of luck.
Thank you.
I will not actually be doing a game at all this weekend, right? I'm going to
great.
Charleston. But Nate Cochran and his crew will be down there at St. Paul's with you, making that road trip. They're excited about it, and they'll be calling the game, hoping for a Union Pines victory.
Beautiful.
Good luck, guys. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the Scholar Athlete of the Week award from Union Pines High School. You're watching the Zaxby's Coaches Show.
At Ace, your backyard is right in our backyard. So when you need to feed your grass, remove the weeds, or wrangle those leaves, go to the best place that delivers on top brands like Ego, Toro, and Steel. You can also order online for curbside pickup or get what you need delivered today. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their lawn care.
Visit Randy and Jill Saunders or Kathy Thompson in Southern Pines or Seven Lakes.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
At the Shed Depot of North Carolina, we believe there's a better way to buy a shed. One where all the selection, all the quality, and all the service are in one place to make your buying experience easier. Visit our sales center located just off US Highway 1 in Sanford, or get started today at ShedDepotNC.com to view in-stock models or to design your perfect shed using our 3D design tool.
All right, welcome back to the Zaxby's Coaches Show. Chris Delambert, Coach Jason Trousdale, joined on set by a guy that could have won a couple of different awards this past week. Who you got with you, Coach?
I have Brendan Ortega, and actually he did. So our backs props player, he was the overall player of the week and special teams. Brendan is a 3.6 GPA guy. He's done really well. Like I told you earlier, he's done everything we've asked to in the program. He's been a tremendous player for us. He's one of the only guys that we have on our team that's playing a lot of both sides of the football. Spectacular receiver, really good run after the catch, awesome blocker. He does all the little things. And defensively, he's lined up at safety for us. He's also lined up as a corner, and he is a really good tackler. He will bring the wood.
All right, Brendan, when you got up Thursday morning, did you think, we'll go out and score 3 touchdowns tonight?
Yes, sir.
You did. I love it. Yes, I love it. How many punt returns for touchdowns in your life do you have? Is it too many to count, or are you going to tell me this is the first one?
Probably 4 or 5.
4 or 5? All right. At what level?
Level.
Yeah, junior high.
I got some sophomore year.
Okay.
And then just this one this year.
All right. This was a fantastic return, and it was one of those no, yes moments.
Yeah.
As the ball was coming at you, you were at a full sprint. That's always a dangerous play. Did you have any hesitation, or was that just the furthest thing for your mind?
I was like, I see an open gap, I'm going for it.
All right. It was a heck of a play. 2 catches for touchdowns as well. Big night for you. Is this the kind of performance that you look to carry on through the rest of the season? You think
Absolutely.
you can be a difference maker on that offense?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
That's fantastic. If you had your option of the 3 phases and you could only do one, punt return, receiver, or play defense, which would it be?
Receiver.
Receiver?
Receiver, yes, sir.
All right, got it. You're the Scholar Athlete. What are your plans after school? Do you have any? Have you thought that far?
Yeah, I'm going to try to go to college and play ball.
Okay.
Football and get my degree in business.
All right. Well, Coach, you said it. He's a heck of an athlete. And, talk about the work ethic a little bit, because you told me.
He works as hard. I mean, these 3 guys here all work really hard, and his work ethic is second to none. He gets after it. He's strong. I mean, he can play college football. I'm not sure the level. It could be D3, could be D2, but I'm going to tell you right now, he is an athlete. and he's a tough kid. You'd want him on your football team. If you want a tough, hard-nosed kid that does things right, this is your guy right here. So sleeper,
That's high praise.
Get after him.
That's high praise. What would you say the strength of your game is at the receiving position?
I just run hard. I don't hesitate, and I break down hard.
All right.
So true.
And what do you feel like you'd like to work on most to be close to a finished product by the end of the season?
Breakdowns and blocking a lot because we run the ball a lot, so I got to be able to block.
Yeah, it's easy to find guys that can catch the ball. It's harder to find guys that can catch the ball and want to block on the offense. Your coach said, and he's right, you guys do a great job on the perimeter of assisting in the run game, and that's a big part of success in a scheme like the one you guys run. Anything you'd like to add about last week's game or this weekend against St. Paul's?
We can't let the win get to our head. We got to be focused this week and play next game.
All right, very good. When you get ready for a game that's going to require a road trip like this one does it have any impact on you and your preparation or your mindset going there? Because it's kind of anticlimactic. You're like, all right, we get on the bus and then we're going to ride for an hour and a half and then get down. How do you avoid getting off the bus stale, I guess?
I'm going to use the bus ride to focus up, visualize me making plays.
All right.
That helps me a lot.
You got a playlist for the game?
Yes, sir.
All right. Who's first track off your playlist?
King Von.
All right.
Yeah.
Very good. Coach, that's yours too, right?
Yep.
Perfect. All right. This has been the Zaxby's Coaches Show. Coach, any final words?
No, we're just looking forward to this game. It's a big game for us. It's a big game for them too. So we feel like if we do things well, we have a really good chance to win.
All right, 3-1. If you can't make it to St. Paul's for the game, check out the live stream on the NFHS network. It'll be worth it. Nate Cochran will lead the crew down there. I don't know who's with him in the booth. There's nobody for me to ask. It's in earshot. But I'm looking forward to it, Coach. Best of luck. Best of luck to you and all your guys. Love hanging out with you, so thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, thank you to Pinehurst Toyota, and we forgot to present the trophy brought to you by Farm Bureau. And a $25 Zaxby's gift card.
Thank you.
So well earned. Again, if you can't make it to St. Paul's, you want to check out the game live, check out the NFHS network. Be easy enough to find, be one of the games of the week. I am Chris Delambert. This is Coach Jason Trousdale. We are out.
Buy your next new or used car the way you want to buy with the Pinehurst Toyota Smart Buy program. Visit PinehurstToyota.com and choose or build the vehicle you want. Try the Pinehurst Toyota Smart Buy. It's the easiest way to buy your next new or used car.
We have a home at 225 Sainsbury Place.
Bring it.
We have automobiles.
Bring it.
I have golf clubs.
Bring it.
We have a trampoline.
Bring it.
I have jewelry.
Bring it. For all your home,
Auto,
life,
all your insurance needs, give us a call at 919-774-4440.
come see us in person. 1720 West Edward Drive in Sanford, right beside Dexter Steakhouse.
North Carolina Farm Bureau is a proud sponsor of
Scholar Athlete of the Week Award.
The Zaxby's Coaches Show. Brought to you by Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction, Farm Bureau Insurance, and Zaxby's Friends, Family, Flavor. With your host, Chris Delambert. Only on the NFHS Network. Brought to you by New Image Media.